deadlock, maybe.
It's exactly that. It just
touching ball.
If the players feel that this could take, you know, ages to resolve, that those reds near the pink spot aren't going to move too far anytime soon, you might just decide to have a rewrap for the good of the match, really. But as I say, it's not a stalemate necessarily. You don't have to keep rolling up to balls. There are other shots that you can play. That's why it's not a stalemate.
Certainly not a stalemate on the other table. It appears as though Ronnie O'Sullivan might be clicking into gear. He's just about to take a 5-2 lead over Ali Carter, so he will be in front overnight.
Ding could stun off the red next to the cue ball and bring a couple into play. I don't think that red is on, is it? Into the right centre? No, you see, Ding will bring a couple of reds into play here whilst getting the cue ball back behind the black.
Saw there the frame time of 7 minutes without a ball being potted.
And now Zach Surety could play the red directly above the black, come off the side cushion and get in behind the black, and all of a sudden these reds will start to move away. Unless he feels he doesn't want to take the risk of potentially knocking a red towards a centre pocket, which can always happen. So easy to leave a pot on somewhere. Very nearly left a red to the yellow pocket there for Ding. Again though, Ding can play this with a little bit of pace. Just shove a couple of reds up the table a little and separate them more. Well, has Zach Surety left the red to the yellow pocket? Because if he has, Ding could maybe play for pink or black here. It's in. Where's the black? Where's the cue ball? I don't think he's on the black in reveal around the table in no time at all if he was, but doesn't it just go to show how easy it is to leave a pot on?
Junhui 1.
Yeah, we couldn't see the black, but we knew his positional attempt had failed because the shoulders visibly slumped.
Ding won't want to re-rack in a situation like this because he does have Zach Surety on the back foot a little. Zach is only able to play negative shots. Until then, he's took the red on. Oh, it was a great effort. But goodness me, he put all his eggs in one basket there.
You can debate that all you like, you can second guess, but the percentages were against Surety. No ifs, buts or maybes.
One.
And now Ding's patience rewarded. Can he deliver the decisive thrust? At the very least, Tommy should build a useful lead.
Yes, and when you have reds all over the table like this, positional play is very important, and we all know that Ding, when he's on his A game, is a wonderful positional player. There are probably half a dozen reds that he can play for.
7.
Sometimes there can be almost too much choice. It can lead to confusion. But I think here he's such a master break builder. He'll go about this in the right way.
Pink spot is occupied, but Ding could still play for the pink here into the left centre, and then it would go on the black spot, and that wouldn't be a bad thing at all. This was the red that Zach Surety took on. My goodness, it was a risk. And I just wonder if Zach Surety, the Crucible debutant, has played his last shot in this year's World Championships.
He's an attacking player. He likes to go for his shots.
19.
He's confident of getting them. But at that moment, at that precise moment, it was asking an awful lot.
20.
I'd rather lose going for a pot and missing it than playing a poor safety, though. He may be able to play the red closest to that little group of reds to play for the pink. He may be able to nudge a couple into play.
$27.
Now this does require a certain amount of pace, and so he could be a little vulnerable on this one. Let's see. No vulnerabilities there.
33.
He's actually looking better. Last frame and this than he's done in the whole match.
Yes, you're not going to arrive here at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield out of form. It's easy to have a spell when you're not at your best. And maybe your opponents put you under pressure and you faltered. It's all part of being a professional sports person, I guess, but Ding is looking good here, and he looks as though he's going to come through a 10-7 winner. And he has been tested.
41.
He's responded well when he has been under pressure.
It's one of those situations where, I don't know why, but I think there might be a twist. Wanted to
47.
make no contact on that red.
Well, you mentioned a twist, Phil. I think you put the commentator's curse on Ding. He has a very tricky shot to play now. You may even consider the red close to the green pocket. Hampered queuing, yes, but the cue ball is a long way away from the red, so although he'd be bridging, queuing isn't particularly awkward. But position from the red, maybe. Zach Surety hoping and praying that this can go wrong somehow.
And a lot of these kind of shots thick yesterday. Well, the red's in, but there's still pressure on the next ball.
I'd be cutting the blue into the centre here with a bit of check side. Could play for the red just above that little trio there.
No problem.
Oh, it's just a spot of chalk just where he wants to strike the cue ball. Very off-putting. Handy now that the green and the brown are together. The yellow's off its spot, so there's a big gap to play through here. So, off the bulk cushion, check side, come down for the red to the left of his hand. This is going to be good enough.
53.
One more shot needed, and then he's back in absolutely prime position. It was a mini crisis for a few shots. Now, though, 10-7 looking nailed on. It's been a really good debut for Zach Surety. The first 4 frames were awful. Today, though, he's looked a completely different player. He deserves our congratulations regardless of what happens. The frame ball is in. The additional ball is in, and a very simple one to come. Ding is going to win in the first round of the World Championship for the first time in 5 years.
It's been a very creditable performance, it has to be said, from Zach Surety. He's made 4 breaks over 100 on his Crucible debut. That's commendable. It looks as though he'll end up being a very gallant loser.
Yes, our congratulations to Zach Surety. Won't make him feel any better. He wanted to win this match, and he had a great chance to do so when he pegged Ding back to only 8-7 behind. But when the chips were down, well, Ding has really delivered. I was saying he hadn't won a single frame in one visit, and now he's won the last 2, needing just a single chance. No fluke on the pink. The ding is through. Nothing's a certainty in snooker. But the way he performed on his debut at the Crucible, you would think Zach would be back. What we know about 2025, though, is that Ding Junhui is through to the last 16 to take on either Luca Brissell or Ryan Day. And this, the finest of championships for the Chinese contingent, has just got a little bit better.